This is Just a Few Questions. I'm your host, Marc Sims, and I have Natasha Dunn on the line. Natasha has a pandemic support group. You tell me all about it, Natasha.
Yes, thank you, Mark, for having me. We have a support group. It's called the Black Community Pandemic Prevention Support Group, and it's on Facebook. And the reason why we formed it is so that we could provide up-to-date, factual information about the COVID-19 crisis that's occurring right now so that our people can have accurate information, because you know how sometimes we do go off of a lot of conspiracy theories and misinformation. We just want to be sure that our families are armed with the right information so that they can protect their families and themselves against this virus, and to be prepared for if they do have it, what are some of the remedies they could do at home, and or how could they seek medical attention if they need to.
Yeah, the pandemic is real. Everyone knows all over the country. Well, Chicago's been hit pretty hard. I live on the South Side. It's been, and I'm in the district, or the zip code has been hit, one of the hardest zip codes in the city. Did you believe the pandemic was going to be this bad here in Chicago?
So I had a feeling it would be more, it would impact the Black community the most, just because of the symptoms and how they explained that it would be more impactful or devastating to people who have underlying conditions. And because in our community, a lot of African Americans have the underlying conditions that they noted, like heart disease, diabetes, AIDS, all kind of different various, we have the highest obesity rate. All of those different diseases and ailments are part of what makes this virus so deadly to us, because as it enters into your body, if you have those issues already happening, it's a little difficult for you to be able to fight it off. And so when I heard that, I knew, I was like, this is going to hit us hard. And so that was the reason why I sort of jumped on it and was like, let's put this group together so that we could be up to date on this information. But then also on another level, create an opportunity for us to be able to advocate for what we need, because often in difficult times, the Black community is the community that sees the most devastation and has the smallest amount of support that comes to our community. So I wanted to be sure that we were not going to be left behind either in this process.
So you're a good soothsayer, because I know people, that's what I was going to say. People need support. But when you say a pandemic support group, Natasha Dunn, what type of support are you supplying?
So definitely connecting people to some of the resources that are out there right now. In the beginning, once the pandemic hit and it became a real thing, and Chicago and the state of Illinois did the stay-at-home order or the shelter-in-place order, there were a lot of different nonprofits coming together. I work for a nonprofit organization, and a lot of city agencies were coming together to dispense all of their resources. And so it was a lot of things just being thrown in different areas. So I wanted to make sure that everything was going to be on one site where people could have at their fingertips so that they could know all the up-to-date resources around food, around support, around education, because now we're doing this virtual learning. So we do provide support for families who are, or information about how families can homeschool their children, how they can connect with CPS if they need to, if they're having technical issues with their devices. We provide up-to-date information about rent programs, as well as where you can get food at and things like that. And we also provide up-to-date information about different town hall meetings that's going to be happening within the city in the hardest hit wards. Like tomorrow, for example, there's going to be a town hall meeting for the South Shore community, who has almost 500 cases of COVID, maybe 400 some cases of COVID-19 right now. They're actually a little bit behind your area in that. And then there's going to be another town hall in the Auburn Gresham area.
Well, that's me. I'm 60620. Yeah.
On the 19th. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
In Auburn Gresham. So, but the thing about, how can people find this site, this website?
So the only thing you need to do is we're on Facebook. So what you can do is just go to Facebook, go and look up the Black Community Pandemic Prevention and Support Group.
No. You gotta say that. You gotta say that slow for people like me. Got to write this down. On Facebook, okay. It's pandemic.
That is wrong. It's the Black Community Pandemic Prevention and Support Group, and it's an open group, but you have to, request to be in it, and we will let you in. And if you know other people, please let them know about it, because it's a community. We're building a community, and we want to just make sure that everyone has the information and support that they need, and that we can move forward on creating some solutions in the aftermath of this, because there will be an aftermath, and we want to be sure we're not left behind.
Well, Natasha Dunn, I'm going to bring you back on the show in a month or two, and we're going to talk about the aftermath of the pandemic, because there is life after the pandemic. But I want to talk about my favorite education is education, because you got some young men of yours that are going to college, and your daughter's going to be following them in another 5-10 years, and that's my favorite subject. It really is.
That's my favorite subject as well. I do too. And I mean, even at the end of the day, our education system is going to be impacted by this as well. And I'm working with a group of people who are putting together some plan to be able to address the issue, in particular for the Black community, to make sure our kids are not going to be left behind academically. So yes, I would love to have that conversation with you.
Natasha Dunn, I will see you on Facebook, and I can't thank you enough.
Thank you, Mark.